Mein Mishpoche, sie seien gewesen sehr involved with. That's that Anteil. Sie haben Anteil genommen mit dem Centel. Jeden Tag, jede Nacht. Von 1959 kein 2009. So 50 Jahren. Wir seien gewesen Mitglieder von dem Center. He literally had the keys to the center. He was the architect and he was the guy who, since we lived around the corner, if you needed to go to the center, it was like, well, Les has got the keys. My father's name was Lester. So we had the keys and we opened it up. Like if something needed to happen, we could make anything happen that we wanted to happen, which is actually why the very first Yiddishkayt festival was at that Jewish community center. It was like, it was our center to do anything with.
When you were growing up, what did you do there? What were the activities?
So it would be like, literally every day after school, I went there. So school would end at 2:30 or 3, and then I would be there until 5:30 or 6. And that was like Monday through Friday. And then we'd go on Saturdays for shul, Yiddish shul, Yiddish Volksschule, Kinderschule, Mittelschule. So that was also in the center. So I would go for Monday would be one day would be boys club, just like the club with the kids. And another day would be science club, and another day would be arts and crafts, and another day would be drama, and another day would be, music or something like that. And it would change all the time. And I did that continuously. So my whole public school world was what I did during the day, but all my friends were in the center. And then there was camp, and there were two kinds of camps. There was family camp and summer camp. And family camp was kind of a manifestation in a place of my community. So the center, all these people, like camp, the shula, and the center, we're talking it's like 300 families or 400 families, and I knew all these people, and I knew all their kids, and they were all, this kind of, it was like a little shtetl in the valley, but people drove, right? So I had lots of adults as models, and there was also the grandparents too who were around. They called them the Best Years Club. I was like, oh. And there were all these kids, so I knew just a huge range of people. So then we would go to family camp for a week, and it was like the Brigadoon, the movie Brigadoon, where this mythical place emerges once a year. So it was like that. It was like we would have our shtetl in the mountains for a week where we'd all live together and eat together, and every night there was programming and music and theater, and these people were enormously creative. It's hard to explain just how creative they were, and everything was infused with music. We were singing all the time. Lots of Yiddish, lots of English, a little bit of Hebrew, not very much, but Spanish too, and other things. We would sing a song from the Spanish Civil War. Viva la quince brigada, dum da dum da dum. We'd sing that, and we would sing songs like American folk songs from the 19th century, I've been working on the railroad. And we would sing this entire folk movement would kind of move through song, and there was always a reason to break into song, always. I think I probably know 1,000 songs by heart. So anyway, all this, I lived in this amazing, very fertile, fecund, rich cultural life that was group-centered, and I had no idea how weird it was until I went to college, and I thought everybody grew up like this. I really thought everybody grew up with all these people, just hundreds of people around them. And that had a major influence on my life. I think everything I've done since then is about creating situations where people can meet and get together and celebrate the way, kind of inspired by the way I grew up.